Your dad comes to parent conferences, the teacher said. He's very involved. My dad has been in prison since I was pregnant. I stared at Mrs. Holloway like she'd just told me the sky was green. My son Theo was 6 years old, and my father had been serving 15 years for armed robbery since before Theo was even born. I'm sorry, what? My voice came out strangled. Mrs. Holloway smiled warmly. Your father. He comes to every parent-teacher conference. He's been here for the fall meeting, the spring check-ins, even volunteered for the science fair last month. Theo talks about him constantly. My hands started shaking. Someone had been coming to my son's school pretending to be my father. Someone had been alone with my child. What does he look like? I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. Oh, tall, salt and pepper hair, very well dressed. He brings Theo snacks every time. Theo absolutely adores him. I felt like I was going to throw up. I didn't know anyone matching that description. I pulled out my phone and showed her a picture of my actual father from before he went to prison. Is this him? Mrs. Holloway's face went pale. No, that's not him at all. Who have I been letting into these meetings? I called the police from the school parking lot while Mrs. Holloway pulled security footage. My whole body was vibrating with fear. Who was this man? What did he want with my son? The detective arrived within 20 minutes. We sat in the principal's office watching footage from 3 different parent conferences. The man walked in confidently each time, signed in as Robert Vance, grandfather, and sat through detailed discussions about my son's progress, his friendships, his behavioral patterns, his daily schedule. He knew everything about Theo's life now. The detective paused on a clear shot of the man's face. Do you recognize him at all? I studied every single feature, the sharp jaw, the expensive watch, the perfectly pressed suit. I'd never seen him before in my life. Then I noticed something in the corner of the frame, a woman waiting by the door, watching. I recognized her immediately. My mother who I hadn't spoken to in 7 years. My mother who I'd cut off after she stole $12,000 from my bank account when I was pregnant. My mother who I told the hospital to ban from the delivery room. My mother who had never even met my son. That's my mother, I whispered, the woman standing by the door. The detective called her in for questioning that afternoon. She came willingly, like she'd done nothing wrong. I watched through the one-way glass as she explained everything with a smile on her face. I just wanted to know my grandson, she said calmly. My daughter cut me off for no reason. I hired a private investigator to find out what school Theo attended. He offered to pose as family to gather information for me. I've been paying him for 2 years. 2 years. This stranger had been infiltrating my son's life for 2 years. Learning his fears, his allergies, his best friends' names, his favorite hiding spots on the playground. All of it fed directly back to my mother. The detective leaned forward. Did you ever approach the child directly? My mother's smile faltered slightly. I just wanted to see him up close, once, at the science fair. I helped him with his volcano project. He called me the nice lady. I burst through the door before anyone could stop me. You had a stranger get close to my son for 2 years and you think that's okay? You paid someone to gather information about a 6-year-old? He's my grandson, she screamed back. You had no right to keep him from me. I had every right. You stole from me. You're completely unstable. The detective separated us before things escalated further. My mother was charged with conspiracy to commit child endangerment. The private investigator was arrested for multiple counts of identity fraud and criminal trespassing. The school implemented new verification procedures requiring photo ID matched against a registered guardian list. Theo asked me why Grandpa stopped coming to school. I had to explain that the man wasn't actually Grandpa. He was a stranger who was pretending. My son cried for 3 hours because he genuinely thought the nice man liked him. Now I drive Theo to school myself every single day. I walk him directly to his classroom door and watch him go inside. I've installed cameras at our house and check in with his teacher weekly. But I still lie awake at night thinking about all the things that man learned about my son, all the information my mother now possesses. She's out on bail and she's already tried calling twice. I don't know what she's planning next, but I know she won't stop. For 2 years while I thought my son was safe at school, a stranger was learning exactly how to get close to him. And I had absolutely no idea until his teacher smiled and told me my father was very involved.